Wilderness is full of strange and unusual and fascinating creatures and traits and abilities and stuff. So much, even in the real world. So how much more would it be in a magical place of any Dungeons and Dragons world? And of course, there would be someone who would be interested in using the knowledge and the knowledge and information from the natural, the wilderness, to create their own abilities and enhance their own selves that way. Hello, welcome back, or welcome to DIS. I am this idiot, and you're hearing me speak again, or for the first time. Whichever it is, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad to see you here. I'm just moving it around so it doesn't have that streak in it, because it's right around that time, which is great. The sun is right there. Perfect. But today we are going to do the Artificer subclass called the Artificer subclass called the Naturalist, which should be really, really fun. So, without further ado, let's get into that. Artificer Specialist Naturalist. Artificer Specialist. Third level, you choose a type of specialist you are. Your choice grants you features at 5th level and again at 9th and 15th level. Naturalist. A naturalist studies magical phenomena within the natural world. Their understanding of nature allows them to use mundane objects like flowers or twigs and unlock their magical capabilities. Unlike druids, naturalists don't rely on their connection with nature in order to use magic. Instead, they use that knowledge to extract and exploit the inherent magic of the environment. Tool proficiency. When you adopt a specialization at 3rd level, you gain proficiency with a herbalism kit. If you already have this proficiency, you gain proficiency with one type of artisan's tools of your choice. You can use a herbalism kit as a spellcasting focus. Naturalist spells. Starting at 3rd level, you always have certain spells prepared after you reach particular levels in this class, as shown in the Naturalist spells table. These spells count as Artificer spells for you, but they don't count against the number of Artificer spells you prepare. Naturalist spells, the Artificer level, and then the spell. At 3rd level, you get Good Berry and Detect Poison and Disease. At 5th level, Suggestion and Dragon's Breath. At 9th level, Haste and Water Breathing. At 13th level, Conjure Woodland Creatures and Hallucinatory Terrain. And at 17th level, Insect Plague and Maelstrom. Nature Studies. When you choose a subclass at 3rd level, you learn the Druid Craft cantrip. You also gain proficiency in the Nature skill. The proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make that uses this proficiency. Seeds of Wonder. At 3rd level, you learn how to grow a wondrous plant using magical seeds. Using your bonus action, you throw a seed up to 30 feet of you. On your next turn, a small plant grows in that location, granting temporary hit points equal to 1d4 plus your Artificer level to any friendly creature within a 10-foot radius when it enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. Very nice. The effect lasts for a minute or until you use this feature again. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses of it when you finish a long rest. Additionally, you can expend a spell slot to enhance a plant's effect. Some effects require saving throws. The DC equals your Artificer spell save DC. Cool. Seeds of Wonder, the spell slot, and the effect. First spell slot is the Poisonous Scent effect. Hostile creatures must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take poison damage equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier and become poison. Second spell slot is Sleeping Spray. Hostile creatures must succeed a wisdom saving throw or fall unconscious for the duration until the sleeper takes damage or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. A third level spell slot takes Sticky Grass. Hostile creatures' speed is halved and can't use reactions until they leave the range or the effect ends. A fourth level spell slot is a Carnivorous Plant. At the start of each of your turns, a plant attacks a hostile creature within range. Melee weapon attack +5 to hit. Reach 5 feet, 1 target. Hit is 14 or 2d8 +5 piercing damage. On a hit, if the target is medium or smaller, it is grappled until the grapple ends. The fifth level spell slot is Restraining Vines. Hostile creatures must succeed a strength saving throw or become restrained until the effect ends or until they use an action to make a successful strength saving throw. Restrained creatures take 1d12 piercing damage at the start of their turns until they become free of this condition. Very nice. Extraordinary Research. At 5th level, as an action, you can recognize the presence of magic and the properties of an object as if you were casting the Identify spell. The object must have its source in nature, whether it's a plant, a rock, or fire, for this feature to work. You can use this feature twice. You regain expended uses when you finish a short or a long rest. Very cool. Terrain Dominance. At 9th level, the area of effect of all your spells, items, and class features is increased by 5 feet, provided it's either a radius or a cube. Moving through non-magical difficult terrain costs you no extra movement. You can also pass through non-magical plants without being slowed by them and without taking damage from them if they have thorns, spines, or a similar hazard. Very cool. And finally, Weather Manipulation. At 15th level, your knowledge of the natural world allows you to alter its state at your will. You can cast a Control Weather spell without spending a spell slot. You always have it prepared, and it doesn't count against this number of spells you can prepare each day. Once you use this feature, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. Additionally, freezing or scorching temperatures cannot lead you to exhaustion. Very cool indeed. And on to the review. On to the review itself, just bringing back up. Story-wise is really fun. I really enjoy it. About taking inspiration and information from the natural world and taking it for your own purposes. The herbalism kit proficiency makes so much sense. I like the spells. They all make a lot of sense. The Suggestion and Dragon's Breath are really interesting, but I think that can be nice, flavorful for Naturalists for natural powers and abilities. Let's see, Nature Studies getting Druidcraft, which is nice, and double proficiency in Nature skill. That makes sense. I like the Seeds of Wonder. It usually just gives people temporary hit points, which is nice. But then if you expend a spell slot along with it, it'll give it different abilities. Kind of reminding me of similar to the Artillerist or let's see what else. That's it. But with creating a cannon or having the Steel Defender for a Battlesmith, stuff like that. Having a little companion, some pseudo companion, and I like that the higher the spell slot, the more powerful the ability is, or the more potent. It would be interesting if they stacked, but it would make sense if it didn't. Extraordinary Research. Let's see. You can recognize. Oh yeah, the knowing presence of magic and properties of an object. As if you're casting the Identify spell, making sure the source is in nature, so natural, magical, whatever, which is cool. Can be powerful, is more situational than anything else. Terrain Dominance is also very situational as well, because you are not I mean, the area of effect is bigger, but also not magical difficult terrain is nothing. You're not concerned with that, along with like terrain, environmental, plant effects that have like thorns or whatever. Um, and then weather manipulation of doing the control weather is really cool. Um, Once without spending a spell slot, probably once per long rest. I don't know if you can cast it regularly with a spell slot or not. I feel like it probably shouldn't be. I don't know how powerful the control weather spell is itself. Um, I'll, let me know down in the comments below that. Let's see, anything that's overpowered or underpowered. Extraordinary research seems to be a little underpowered, but that is very situational. Anything that's overpowered, not that I can think of. It looks really cool. I'd love to see it in action, of course. So let me know down in the comments what you think of it. And let's see here. Of course, keeping your my sister's D&D inspired bar idea whenever that comes out. Um, Keeping in touch with my streaming of Star Wars Complete Saga and Neverwinter. Those are both fun. Getting close to being done with a Lego Star Wars, which is great. We'll continue. We'll go on to something else. And let's see here. Anything else? Oh yeah, my next video, besides the lore crafting, we're going on to magic items, and today and that will be common magic item, of course, called Goblin Weed, which should be interesting. See you guys then with the lore crafting on Saturday and everything else. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you want to. Check out my previous video, my channel's description, or channel, yeah. Comment below your thoughts on this subclass. And I will see you guys in the next video on the lore crafting. See you guys next time. This idiot out.